Hey Axis and Allies players, the good captain here. Welcome to round 1 review of Russia's turn and the execution of Germany's turn in this game of Axis and Allies 1914 played against a human opponent. Okay, the Russians purchase a fighter, 5 infantry and artillery. Going to the combat move. The land movements, blocker Sevastopol, blocker Ukraine. I don't, okay, I'm just seeing this right now, but the veteran, you can move that guy from Kazakhstan. I think you forgot him. It looks like he never moved. Unless you have a purpose for him being there. Anyway, moving on. An attack into Mesopotamia with 3 infantry and 2 artillery. So we'll just resolve that one first, then we'll go over what happened elsewhere. Combat. Meso. So the Russians rolled basically par. They missed their 2 attacker. The Ottomans rolled hot at a plus 1.5, so this resulted in both sides having essentially equal casualties, except that the Russians lost 1 more infantry. So at the end, it ends up being 1 Ottoman infantry left in the territory, denying the Russians those IPCs, with 1 artillery and 1 infantry for the Russians in there. The boats, the cruisers moved from Sevastopol to Constantinople. This is a very stock, basic move. If anybody knows anything else to do with them, I'm all ears, but it appears that that is the best thing to do. In fact, it seems deficient not to do it. And yeah, normally a 50-50 battle, but because of the mines, there's a 31 or 2% chance that one of those boats will blow up and not be able to participate. And when that happens, it's like a 5% chance of win, 5% chance of draw, and 90% chance of defeat. No, now, when I get into this position, and I have been as the Russians, I tend not to attack. I'm happier to bank on my opponents, just giving them, putting it to them to figure out what to do with that on their turn. In this case, though, the veteran attacks, and it goes the way of the dice, and he misses the 50-50 shot of popping 1 Ottoman cruiser, and the Ottomans don't miss, so that cleared out. The Russian battleship up here rams through 2 minefields and pops on the second one. I'm more of a fan of stopping at the first minefield. I guess for the only real reason is so that you can go back. I don't know why I feel that way, but like, why would you want to go backwards? But anyway, neither here nor there. Moving on. Probably the most interesting move to me is, of course, the move to Poland. This is a move that I considered stock for about 3 or 4 games, I think. Most recently, I did this twice in games with Ragnell, my previous opponent, in previous games not published on YouTube. And I don't do this anymore, and I will basically table why I don't until I get to the Austrian video, and that's just because there's no effect on what there's no effect from that move on what I'm going to do as the Germans. And it's not that there's nothing deficient, in my opinion, with the move. That is a very competitive move. There are definitely benefits, some mild risks, but it's just it comes down to basically play style. But I'll just go over all of that on the next Austrian turn. Okay, so let's continue. With the Germans, we produce 1 fighter and 9 infantry. That's my stock purchase. Okay, and then, yeah, I prioritize, it's KRF, so we ram these here. Stack here. Just get this army all built up, ready to go for next round. yeah, I really want to say at least part of this, because there is an attack option on Poland by Germany. Massive uphill fight, neg 18 Tov, but it is an option. It's a because you would coordinate this. It would be a 1-2 attack. So the Germans hit Poland, eat a negative 18 Tov swing that chews into their artillery, which is essentially the deal breaker for me, and then you get this army from the Austrians hitting Poland, and it's basically an even Tov. So it does come out negative for the CP, but anyway, there's second and third order knock-on effects that arise from all that. I opt not to do that. Otherwise, yeah, we'll just keep it stock. 14-6, smash Belgium. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 2. Yeah, 2. 9, 3. I screwed up one move here. I like to keep a fellow in Munich. So we're looking for Hanover. Here it is. Here we are. Okay, these two subs slam into the cruiser off of the coast of Canada. Can't forget Africa. Before we roll mines, what do I do here? This and this. Okay, so all basic moves. Okay, now we're gonna ram the mines. We have to roll 5 mine dice, so let's just take a look at the probabilities before we begin. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to do that. Let's just get on with it. The way it would just be sort of an analysis, just like I did with the cruisers. But in my opinion, the best thing to do with mines is if you want to examine how, through a battle calculator or imagining it to yourself, the best way to do this thing is just fight the battle if you took one hit, and see what it looks like, right? Like if you were mining out a unit. Fight the battle if you took no hits to see what that looks like. Fight the battle if you took 2 hits. 3 hits is a little far. I mean, it happens, but not a big deal. So the first 3, the core of the fleet made it, and no, okay, so we made it. So now, yeah, I think it's like 90 something. Here, just for giggles, let's see what it is. Yeah, so we're looking at 93% win since we touched off no mines. Let's see, and average attacker units left. If attacker 1 is a solid 3, so a battleship and 2 cruisers is what we're expecting to have left over. That's at least what it says here. So let's see how it all shakes out. Click, 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 click. Yeah, we're good. Okay, German done. Yes, yes, we are actually attacking all of these. Miss, hit. Keep going. Yeah, go for it. Okay, that one went the way of the Brits. 2 for 2. Remain. Gone and miss. Okay. Belgium. Expecting to take 2 hits here, hopefully. Oof, that one hurt. Okay, so and some losses, some wins. The main thing is that the Germans didn't get completely blown out. British have some options, but the Germans, this is one of the more tricky aspects of 1914 is the Navy. Kind of doesn't set the tone, but I don't know. There is quite a bit on the table for if one side completely gets blown out or the other side gets completely blown out. This kind of worked out, I guess, slightly leaning towards the Germans, but I don't know, kind of messy, but that's the way it is. So I think that's everything. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, and we will send the turnover. And thanks for watching this. All the best from the good captain, and bye-bye.